Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of the Dragonslayer Dynasty. Cozy Brews, if you are there, let me know if you hear me. We've got some fun new toys to play with in the stream. We've gotten some custom emotes. The game got a big patch. Last night I've been messing around with it a little bit on one of my offline Dynasty files, one of my off-stream files, I should say. And it has, I don't know, I can't really tell. The biggest thing that I can actually tell is the transfer portal looks different. But yeah, I wanted to call your attention to some new emojis we have. We have the stream elements thing in here, or I think it's actually exclamation point emoji. Or perhaps none of these things. Hold up, I'm new to the whole stream elements thing, so the command, let's go back and find this again. Custom command, hashtag emotes. Emotes. There we go. So you can see the new emotes that we have here on the stream. Hopefully sound is still working. We will see. Check sound. We are going to see how the sound is working. We've got the new little stream bot in here. Doesn't have very many commands yet. But you can see the new emotes. We've got some fire tokens that you can earn while in the chat. So stick around. Keep watching Coach Wade, keep watching UAB, the Dragonslayer Dynasty, and be rewarded with fire tokens, which you can then redeem. Cozy Brews, are you seeing, do you have fire tokens in your account currently? I don't know. I don't know if it's something that stacks over time. Yes, you do. So you can redeem those for fun little rewards. So we're excited about that. Maybe try out a couple new emojis, or emotes, excuse me. If you click on that little emoji button, should be able to see it. Should be able to see those emotes. Had a lot of fun putting those together. Yes, we've got a little Fighting Wade, a little Super Bow, a little Fail Wade. Hoping that adds a little juice, a little color, a little flavor to the stream. Tribe is spoken emote. That's one of my favorite ones. I don't know how well you can see it, but Probst has a little UAB hat in there. So Probst is on board, although he does have a little bit of a disapproving face. But so yeah, we've made some stream upgrades here in season 5 of the Coach Wade UAB Dynasty. A little refresher on kind of where we're at. Always go to coach abilities. It's not what I'm looking for. Go to coach contracts. Coach Wade has been here since 2025. 6-win season, first season. Did go to a bowl. Did not win said bowl. And then an 8-win season where we won the Sheridan Hawaii Bowl. Season Coach Wade infamously got the program to go to Hawaii twice in a year, which is quite the coup. Quite the coup. What can I say? The man loves the beach. He loves the jungle. 2027, 7-6 season. Again, no bowl win. We don't win many. We've only won one bowl game. And last year was kind of the breakout year. 12-2. Our one loss coming outside of conference play. So we had a perfect conference season. Narrowly missed out on the playoffs. And we decided the American was too small for us. So we went into the ACC. That's what brings us to today. Our schedule's been tough so far. No ifs, ands, or buts. We got off to a really good start in our last stream, winning our 2 rivalry games that are now non-conference games that we had scheduled, and then beating Virginia. We were on top of the world. And then we lost. We went on the road at Clemson, lost a heartbreaker. Same story at Florida State. Another heartbreaker. Beat the tar off of Cal in our last game. And now we have 2 games that are very winnable before we face a stretch of death. 2 road games against top opponents in the top 12. Boise State obviously at 12. Undefeated. Miami at 6. 5-1. Pittsburgh undefeated at 7. We get them at home. Small saving grace. The team, as UAB faithful, no, Dragonslayer faithful, is the buck stops with Bryce Baker. He is our king. He's an absolute athletic freak, dual threat quarterback. We have an issue with not much depth in the running back room. We have kind of a two-headed monster at wide receiver in Robert Spain and Jacaden Ferguson. Although we're going to need to start winning games so that they don't transfer out, or at least Spain doesn't transfer out at the end of the year. Ferguson obviously graduating. Our class of younger wide receivers is not very good. They all have normal, or I guess in the case of Angel and Slayton, they have impact dev traits, but we're going to need to hit wide receiver hard in the portal as our... We're going to just keep cycling through this so anybody can see if they want. But we're going to need to keep cycling, recruiting, bringing some wide receivers on. We're not having a ton of success in the freshman recruiting right now. Cornell Burden is kind of the heart and soul of our defense. Hoping he becomes the second first-round draft pick that we have in the Dynasty so that we can unlock a very, very exciting coach archetype, that being the talent developer archetype. We had one player drafted last year in the first round. That was our superstar wide receiver, George Ring. This just seems like a way to really supercharge that progress. And then if we go to recruiting, I've moved some things around. We're in on a lot of 5-stars this year. We've strategically set up Dean Bolin with a few... hello, welcome viewers. Just kind of giving the overview here. We've set up a few recruits alongside Dean Bolin and Trammell Hills to stack those visits, get those boosts, try and get some 5-stars on campus. Last season we had our first 5-star ever, and this season we're going to lose out on Abraham likely, but we could, not a guarantee, we could get anywhere from, I would say, 2 to 4 5-stars. We could get 0. Always a possibility. But I'm optimistic. And then we have Kafka is the highest ranked 4-star. So recruiting has been a different beast. We've been able to go after some better and better players as the years have gone on. But enough of my yapping. Chat, feel free to use those new emotes. Again, ton of fun cooking those up. Redeem your points as you see fit, or excuse me, your fire tokens as you see fit. And we will get it underway. You can do a lot of fun things there. You can call press conferences. You can, force me to hydrate. I always try to remember to hydrate. You can force me to do that. You can name a recruit. Plenty of fun stuff you can do. We've just recently added all this. And I'm actually going to set up a prediction for... Set up a prediction. I don't know if I've done this. Manage prediction. There we go. We're playing Boston College. I think I'll give you the insight of the overall disparity. Not as big as I was actually thinking. We're gonna say what will the margin of victory be? The outcome, 14 or more points, and then we're going to have 13 or fewer points, or loss. 14 or fewer, or loss. Okay. You're gonna get a freebie, 2 minutes. We're gonna start the prediction. The streamer or the mod will need to confirm the outcome. Okay, cool. I will confirm the outcome. We've started the prediction. You've got 2 minutes to bet what points you have. Maybe we'll spend some time choosing jerseys so you can get in your prediction for the result. Obviously, I suppose I could predict 14 or more points for the margin of victory, or 13 or fewer, or we lose the game. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how the predictions necessarily work, but feel free, hop in, spend those fire tokens in the hopes of earning even more. This game against Boston College and our next game against USF are games that we simply must win for a ranked team, and that stretch following those games is absolutely brutal. Welcome, Alexander. We got a fighting Wade. Tribe has spoken. Let's get some Super Bows in the chat. Some Super Bows. We need that energy as we go into this game. Red zone alert. We love to see that early. Bryce Baker to DJ Reyna to get us into the red zone. I've also found a way we can watch portions of the game, so we may do that. I'm thinking particularly on defense. Not feeling extremely confident. Don't know how much the patch that was released earlier this morning is going to impact the gameplay, so we will see. Double team. Billy Ramey with an excellent 9-yard gain. Huge. I mean, I almost think there's no chance we don't hand this ball off to Ramey. Viliami Ramey, simply too easy. You can't give him that much space. The blocking has been phenomenal. The offensive line has gotten better and better as the seasons have gone on. But that was, I mean, acres and acres of space. I can't wait for all the Tribe spoken emotes to come as we finish off teams, and the Tribe will have spoken on their season, or at least on the game on the particular day. Okay, we'll call it cover 3 Sky. I've tried to learn a little bit more about playing good defense, the different kinds of adjustments you can make. We're gonna play underneath actually. Watch the flats. And the pass rush gets home. Who else but Cornell Burden? Big play for Cornell Burden. And we're getting started with a bang. That's going to be a tough field goal if they even are able to kick it, just because of that big sack from Cornell. Pause. Cornell, absolute game wrecker. One of our first players, our first good players that we ever recruited as a true freshman. Defense needs the help again. Offense, I would say not particularly getting the job done. Let's get a little cover 2 look. A little Tampa 2. We're controlling Jaquez Alba on the outside. Burden can't get there. Parker Flavors down with an injury. That is a big loss. I believe he's our second best corner. That's tough. They got two tight ends. I think they're running the ball here, and we are not going to let that happen. We're in Boston College's house, but this just feels like a game we should win. Huge play. Parker Flavors will be back soon. Rayshawn Monroe, but absolutely blew up that option. We'll get a little cover 3. The match coverage, I'm always just a little worried about, because I still don't entirely know the rules. And that's just thrown out of the back of the end zone. Coverage sack, not really a coverage sack there. But a coverage hurry for sure. Oh my god, I heard the alarm bell. I got PTSD war flashbacks to hearing the iPhone alarm. Sounded very similar. Honestly horrific. Brings me back to worse days. There was a time in college where I was so sick of the iPhone alarm that I instead put on the song Frank Ocean's Nikes because it's very chill, if you know the song. Very easy breezy. Wake up. And now I cannot hear that song without a visceral aversion to it. Truly a horrible idea. Never do that to a song that you ever want to listen to again. I don't love this look. I just don't. I'm not feeling it. We got to get this playoff. Nobody's here. No room to run. Just got to toss that away. But yeah, I mean, it was... And after a while, it just was not even effective at waking me up. Just not even effective whatsoever. Robert Spain is wide open, but hit as we threw. Chad, what do you think? I think we go for it here. I often play aggressive. I mean, I think I wasn't expecting the pressure to get in that quickly. But we're going to put Spain on a slant. Oh, he's going to get pressed at the line. What's that matchup looking like? Robert Spain, good matchup. I think he beats that corner. But we don't need him to. Bryce Baker, rumbling, stumbling, tumbling to the end zone. Bryce Baker doing a little dance on him. Bryce Baker. I'm putting a little. Let's get a Cam. Predicted 14 or more points. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I can see the little predictions here. Very cool. Well, I'm putting the Super Bowl in here. Super Bowl in the chat for a superb play. I guess we went for 2 and we did not complete it. 3rd and 6. I like calling the cover 3 sky and then covering the flats. We're going to play Goodwell. I know they want to go here or maybe here. They go deep. Oh my, clicked onto that and that was terrifying. We've scored again. This is all still the second quarter. Kind of crazy. 4th and 2. Looks like we're on the 45. This is a spot where punting doesn't do much. I think it makes sense to go for it here. We're going to be watching that linebacker on the left side, see if he moves in. And Reyna can't wrangle it. He can't grab it, can't bring it in. 2-minute drill, get some points. They've scored again. Prediction, the prediction's going to be close. They're playing a prevent defense, which means anything underneath should be free. Should be free. And to be honest, a prevent makes very little sense to me. We have a ton of timeouts. You know, at the very least, before the second half ends, or before the first half ends, we can at least get into field goal range. We have Mike White. I mean, we will take our 10 yards underneath every day of the week. Bryce Baker already almost at 200 yards passing in the first half. Maybe we'll do a little Bryce Baker over under yardage line for the next prediction for the next game. Oh, and if Viliami Ramey could have gotten just a little bit of separation, a little bit of speed, I think he might have been able to score there. They're playing those safeties super deep, and I suppose I kind of get it, but on the other hand, I don't really. And that ball was just absolutely rocketed in there. But Ramey could not hang on. They're bringing some guys down. I feel like KO might be open. We're just running. And we're not going to have enough time to get another playoff, so we're just going to let the clock tick down, call a timeout, put it in Mike White's put it on Mike White's capable leg. Let's go, Mike. I mean, you spent a ton of time writing some excellent award-winning television. It's time for your pixelated reincarnate to nail it, and you do. Mike White. Coach Wade's a happy Coach Wade in the chat now. Excellent work here against Boston College. Prediction's still tight. Prediction is still very tight. 3rd and 3. I like Spain immediately. They drop back. If I don't see something I like, we can take off with Bryce. I mean, he's got 93 speed. Viljami Ramey, 29-yard run to get us down in the red zone. I'm liking the look of this offense. Again, Boston College. Ramey, spin move, touchdown. UAP! This is feeling like last season. The teams that we played that just were simply not in our league. And it's, I mean, we're barely getting in this game. It's 37-16. Anything can happen, as we've seen. Not even in this series, in this season. We've seen how the computer can absolutely cook us. Carmaceo with the first down grab, especially in the fourth quarter. I feel like they have some, I was going to say superhuman, which, I mean, CPU not human, so makes sense. But some superhuman ability. Sanders. Chat, I don't remember Sanders, to be honest. They just have, I wanted to take off with Baker because they were rushing 3. Didn't have a ton. Mike White is going to come out again to drain this field goal. Locking in here, chat. And Mike White nails it. If you took the prediction that was over on the points, it's looking quite good now. But as we see, Boston College, they're running, and now, did I not say this? It's now an 8-point game. We didn't even get a chance to get into the game. I need to make a moments, like classic moments, moments screwing you. Who would have thought? That feels almost unfair for the prediction, because that shouldn't be happening. They should not be putting up 16 points in the fourth quarter. Our defense just decides it's time to make this close. That was I don't even know what I was doing there. I'm itching to take a shot. I just have this feeling that Spain may be open here. He's not. But you know who is? Jacaden Ferguson. Jacaden Ferguson is open. Chad, I'm torn because I kind of want to push it down the field for the prediction, but that does not feel sound. Wow, that defensive line. I mean, Baker just could not get away. We want to drain clock. I need to turn shoot clock on. Stadium Pulse is laughable. Reyna almost gets the first down. That's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. If we convert this, not only, I don't know how I'm going to grade that prediction when it comes true. Or if it, I suppose I don't entirely know how it was 14 or more. I was so focused on that I didn't even see what we called. I simply can't put it in the AI's offensive hands. We're going to let the clock tick down. But I simply can't do it. And actually, while we're doing this, we're going to put Spain on an out route. We're putting Spain on the out route. I simply can't punt it away. We've seen the AI just absolutely cook us in this fourth quarter. And that is the ball game. Huge conversion. And it is all over. It is all over for UAB. We'll take the knee. And that is the game. Wow. That should not have been close at all. Should not have been close. Let's get some tribe has spoken in the chat. Boston College, the tribe has spoken. We're gonna choose, you know what? Alexander, I think you were the only one that voted in this. We're gonna grade that as 14 or more. 14 or more. Prediction ended. Prediction ended. We'll do another prediction for the next game. Maybe a Bryce Baker total yards. That will be a little bit more fun. Wait, you didn't vote yet. You gotta get in those predictions early before the game starts. We'll do another one before the next one. That, I mean, I couldn't in good conscience grade that as a loss because, I mean, I don't know. What was that? That was CPU fuckery at its finest. Viljami Ramey, 15 for 120 for 3 touchdowns. That's a great game for him. Bryce Baker, I mean, he didn't have the best game on the ground. That also took into account some of the sacks. But just, you know, no mistake-free football through the air. In the air, Carmaceo, our unlikely leading receiver, he scored the only touchdown through the air. Jacaden Ferguson, 5 for 65. Robert Spain, 3 for 64. And DJ Reyna getting involved, 5 for 35. On the defensive side, not a lot of tackles today. Don't really know why that is. Could be because Boston College just didn't have the ball that much. I guess they ran 65 total plays, so I'm not really sure. That feels low. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like usually you'll have games with many guys of at least 8. But maybe we just shared the wealth here. It looks like that's what we did. 2 tackles for loss for Cornell Burden. Nicholas Duzabel, our true freshman, with a tackle for loss. Parker Flavors with 1. Robbie Cobb, excellent name, 91 speed, weak side linebacker. He gets a sack, as does Burden. We're also, because we've got Mike White, we're also going to be checking his stats. We should probably know them because you don't usually simulate the kicks. But 2 for 2 today. Looks like he missed an extra point somehow. Don't know how that's possible. We don't love that. Missed an extra point. That could have been the deciding. That I guess made it a 8-point game instead of a 9-point game at the end, which meaningfully does change the strategy. So, unfortunate that he missed that, but it did not end up mattering. One of the great things with the update is that music little sign on the left side. It used to be on the right side. It would cover the deal breakers when we were doing recruiting. Excellent. All right, that was a. Let's get a little tribe has spoken. Tribe has spoken. Boston College, you're done for. We signed our first player in our 5th season class, Charles Johnson, defensive tackle out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He wants to be a Blazer. He wants to be a Blazer. Matt Kao, strong side linebacker from Aurora, Illinois. He will be the 2nd recruit in the class. We've got, as you can see, well, you could see for like a brief second there. We'll go back. We're up to number 20. I believe our championship contender is now an A. That's great to see. Championship contender at an A. It's a huge week. Honestly, this might be more important than all the weeks that we have against ranked competition, because we have our 5-star wide receiver Tramel Hills visiting, and we have our 5-star quarterback who we just jumped back over Iowa into the lead on visiting as well. We've got both of these guys, plus Ezekiel Okoye, who we don't care as much about. We really want Dean Boland. We really want Tramel Hills. DeMar Creech, we kind of have him coming because he boosts the visits of Dean Boland and Tramel Hills. Eric Abraham, once I saw Georgia was hopping in, I said there's no shot we get him. We have been locked out on some other recruits. The number one recruit in the entire nation is interested in UAB. Marvin Hirschberger. That's his name for now. As you might be able to see, spend some fire tokens. You can rename a recruit to whatever you want. Whatever you want. And I'm also curious as to feedback on how... I don't know what the rate of accumulation of fire tokens is, but I'm curious to see how that goes. Okay, one key thing we got to check in recruiting, we've been trying to sway Fetu Ali because we are in a little bit of a lead, but we're trying to sway him on this pitch. Hopefully it'll work soon. We're going to schedule him for a visit against Pitt and pitch our conference prestige. And what we also want to do is try and bring... We're going to lose out on Evan Kafka, it appears. That's unfortunate. But we want to see if there's any guys that are in the top 5. Even if we... we're not going to get Marquise Murphy. But if we bring him to Pitt, that increases our chances of getting Fetu Ali. So it is... I mean, sometimes you just kind of have these guys that are close to their top 5 around as... a little bit of sacrificial lambs. I don't know if we have another defensive player that is close, either hasn't already visited, hasn't locked us out, or is close to their top 5, which unlocks visit capability. Doesn't look like it so far. We've got 90 hours still. Here's the deal. We've got a pretty good pitch for Hirschberger. He competes with Fetu Ali on that visit. Kind of unfortunate. I wish I had seen that before we had decided to bring Ali there, because you can't pull it back. But it should... I mean, I think it's still worth it to sell this. We're going to sell on Conference Prestige. We have a good, not as good as possibly could be, hard sell for him. Again, this is the best player in the entire country, and he's a gem. Number 1 ranked, not just speed rusher, edge rusher. If we look at his stats, I mean, they don't, I suppose, wow me. I'm not like, wow, you know, he's the best, you know, player I've ever seen. But 6'4", 233 on the edge, 85 speed out of the box. Could be good. We had also scouted Tramel Hills. He's not the fastest, but he will run absolutely crisp routes. And I feel like that speed can also likely improve. Fetu Ali, we've already put him, again, we put him on that visit. We're going to still try and sway him. Tramel Hills, we have the right pitch going. Tramel might be a Blazer. It's looking more and more likely. We're in a dogfight with Iowa to get Dean Boland. Would be the first 5-star quarterback that I think we've had. He's interesting. He's not as fast, not nearly as fast as Bryce Baker, so will be a little bit of a shock, but I like how he's looking out of the box. 6'2", 210. Might be the next great Blazer quarterback. Kafka, I think I'm going to pull the hours off. We have lost him. Was really excited to maybe get another big piece on the line. It's not going to happen. Jay Lang, it's still early enough. I think we might have a shot. And Juan Roberts, I mean, we're just collecting players along the edge, but I think it's worth it. Jeff Hicks, we've jumped up. We're gonna put 50 on Jeff Hicks. We scouted him. He's got 93 speed, so he'd be a great complement to Hills up above. He'd be a great complement. So we'll put 50 on Hicks. Okoye. We'll keep the 50 on for this week. We'll see how the visit goes, but we might pull that. We might pull that off him very shortly. And maybe we put the rest on Jabari. I think we do. We're just trying to nail down some of the recruits up above. We're going to lose a lot of these 4-stars, but that's okay because, you know, we've already signed to Charles Johnson, the defensive tackle, like we mentioned, and Matt Kao, the strong side linebacker. But if we can land some of these players, and the reason why I haven't taken Abraham off the board, I guess his visit already happened, so I suppose I could. I will when he commits, but if we can land some of these 5-stars, it's going to be huge. This game is going to matter a lot. Let's check our injuries. Got to make sure we know who we have, who we don't. BJ Burks, he's going to miss the rest of the season with the torn bicep. We already knew about Silas Folk. He's out for the rest of the season, but no new injuries. We're going to do a new prediction ahead of this game. We're going to give it a little bit more time for people to make their prediction. We are going to start a prediction. The prediction is Bryce Baker total yards. And actually, to be able to make this a good line, as the good bookie that I am, we're going to look at Baker's averages. So, Bryce Baker, he's averaging, I mean, wow, that's pretty horrible. 149 passing yards a game, but for some reason I thought he was averaging more. Remember, sacks also count against this, so that weighs it down. 63.9 yards on the ground a game. So that gives you, I'm not good at the quick math. We'll set the line. It's also weaker competition. We're going to set the line at 300. No, 325. 325 total passing plus rushing. Total passing plus rushing yards. 325 or more. 324 or less. Submission period will be 5 minutes. Got it. All right, chat. You have 5 minutes. So you will get the benefit of maybe seeing a little bit of game action to decide what you want to pick. Maybe not too much, though. So you've got 5 minutes. Bryce Baker, his total combined passing and rushing yards. God, I don't like how similar these jerseys are, so we're going to go with and I love the All Blacks anyway. You all know. Coach Wade loves the All Blacks. Bryce Baker, total, you can predict, I believe, as many fire tokens as you have. I mean, you can obviously save some, but I think you get double whatever you put in, if I remember correctly. Chad, you can tell me if I'm wrong on that. But you've got about, I can't see how long is left. You've got some 4:02 or 4 minutes remaining. You got 4 minutes remaining on the prediction. Bryce Baker, total yards. For those of you new to the stream, Bryce Baker, our superstar quarterback. This is a huge game. We've got some big recruits in attendance for this one. We want to beat down. We're not going to be satisfied with anything less. And this is the last game before our stretch of, at least what at the start of the stream was 3 ranked games. They are driving. We are on our heels right to start. Don't love that. We want to play underneath. I want the hard flats. And they're going for the one-on-one look. We're not going to click on. And that's excellent defense. Couldn't tell who that was there. But a great look. It looks like... Hold on, let's see. I want to see what happened there. If we go back to Super Sim. Interception by J.J. Smith for 8 yards. And then Bryce Baker passed to Jacaden Ferguson to get us into the red zone. Prediction is live. We've still got Bryce Baker, total passing and rushing yards. If you want to get in on the prediction, you've still got about 2.5 minutes. So you're getting additional information, which doesn't feel fair. But you know what? Doesn't have to be fair. Go nowhere. We simply, I mean, this has to be a beatdown. It simply has to be. And Robert Spain, gets down to the one. The commentators are distracting me now. They're talking about our 4-star defensive tackle who just committed. And they were saying, I'm sure you've seen the news. Yes, we have. We have seen the news. Easy touchdown. Huge. UAB goes on top in front of the home faithful, in front of our big 5-star quarterback recruit, 5-star receiver recruit. It's a big day. You got about 1:46 left on the prediction. Cozy Brews, fighting Wade. Cozy Brews, did you predict? What did you predict? 325 or more, or 324 or less? Super Bow. Get that Super Bow in there. Let's see. I want to audible to a Tampa 2, though. I don't love this look. I'm going to play on this side. Oh my god, the handoff and acres of space. I got to stop clicking on. 324 or less. That's what you predicted? Okay. I don't see any fire tokens on there, so I don't think you predicted Cozy Brews. So maybe you just predicted, but you didn't want to root against the team, so you're predicting in, you're betting with your wallet and not your heart. Your heart and not your wallet. Okay, this is not kind of had the start that I was envisioning. I really wanted us to be a little bit more in command, a little bit more in control. Oh, man. If they're actually a hurry-up offense, this is one of those times I'm glad we play the moments. Obviously, we know they give, they take, and they have taken a lot from us this season. There we go. Stop them. All right, we got to call a blitz here. All right, 19 seconds left. I don't think there's been too much information given within the game. We don't even know what his current yardage total is. Blitz gets home. Huge sack. Cornell Burden is second of the day. I mean, a freak of nature. Cornell Burden has just been awesome. Absolutely wrecking the interior of the line. Right down the middle. That's okay. I'm happy we kept him out of the end zone. Third down, take control, keep the drive alive. Whew. Prediction is closed. We will sort to that at the end of the game, but for now... And Jacaden Ferguson, that was not the right read. That was not the right read. We're going to kick it with Mike White here. Mike White's a true freshman, but he's being thrown into the fire here with us joining the ACC. He's, we're asking for a lot from him, but I think it's fair. You come in, he was the number one rated recruit in all the land. You're coming to UAB, you got to get ready to play with the big boys. They went down, scored a field goal. Tribe has spoken, indeed. We've got time is ticking down, 1:25 left in the first half. We're on a 3rd and short. They send a blitz. Reyna's wide open. And come on, big fella, run! Oh, rumbling all the way down to the 6. He was running like he had his pants just full of a big dump. That's the best I can put it. I mean, you can see the replay in the upper left-hand corner. He has no speed. He's a pure blocking tight end, so we can't expect him to, but yeah, that was I simply need to use the bathroom kind of run. Get caught from the outside. Doug Grubbs has had a good day. I was just thinking that was good for the Bryce Baker over. Carmaceo, I love the look there. And he was too open. Carmaceo, Our senior receiver, who we never expected to have a role, Coach Wade has him playing a pivotal role in this offense. We go up 17-6 before the half. And the defense is holding strong in the red zone. The offense is a little inept, if I'm just going to be completely honest. We have an insane look. If we can have even a second of time, Robert Spain is going to cook that outside corner. And we're going to throw it. Spain with the... Oh, man. Oh, I thought Spain was... Baker was 751 career passes completed. Oh, that hit him in the hands. That was the throw. There was no safety help over the top. I kind of thought we had it. And we are in a dogfight once again. It seemingly does not matter who we are playing. We simply know it's going to be a close game. It's the only type of game that we play. 3rd and 5. Third quarter waning. We can't be everywhere at once. And they convert. Defense needs our help. 1st and goal from the 4. I want another blitz look. I mean, I guess we'll go with this one. We're in the 4th quarter, and they are threatening to tie it here. And they do. They pull it back, fake the run. And this is... They didn't convert the 2-point conversion, though, so we're still up by 2 points, which is quite odd. QB draw. This is not a good look for it. I changed my mind. We're running the draw. We're running it to the left side. Baker gets it done with his legs. Is feeding the over. Although we only have 286 yards of total offense. Not a good sign. Baker just checking it down, moving the ball forward. Doug Grubbs, great catch. Red zone alert, 3rd and inches. Huge play here. Because if we can... The defense is stuffing it here. Cut it back. 4th and inches. Oh my. We can't. I'm sorry, chat. But we simply cannot just give the ball up. We have the blocking. They don't have the alignment to stop this. We keep the drive alive. I had confidence. Maybe I have too much confidence in the offense sometimes. But I simply do. And I won't apologize for that. Coach Wade has brought in some dogs. We're reading that defensive end. He was waiting for Baker to do something. Kind of ran into our blockers there. Believe. Believe. Tap that sign. Tap that sign. Believe. Believe. Really got to get the... We simply cannot afford to not get the win. And there was nothing there. There is nothing there. We need a big play here. Because going up by 5, what does that really do for us? I suppose it forces them to go for a touchdown. But outside of that, not much. Sending a blitz, should have gone with Ferguson. He was wide open. I mean, I think we take the points. Mike White, big spot, right down Broadway. Right down Broadway. Big end of game. They punt the ball. They have all their timeouts. There's 3 minutes left to go in the game. Oh, God, am I tempted to just dial up something deep. And is that Grubbs on the ground? Grubbs with a big play, I believe. And they're faking injuries to stop the clock. Unbelievable. We need to call the NCAA commissioner to get them to address this very clear fixing. Got the double. We've got the outside. Oh my God. Doug Grubbs. Acres of space. Oh, he jukes into his own man. But he's got no one left to beat. Touchdown, UAB. Oh my goodness. I've lost the voice. I've lost the voice. What an absolute unbelievable play. He gets this cut. He runs into Spain, but Spain distracts the defender enough that Grubbs gets back to the outside. And my word, huge play. I think one of the longest runs that we've had in the entire Dynasty. 4th and 7, they're going for it. We stop them here. We effectively win the game. Effectively. We're going with Burden on the line. Wow, what a huge play. I'm still fired up. My voice could not keep up with that one. And they don't convert. Huge. We're going to get the ball back. We're going to get the ball back. We're bowl eligible. Huge. Doug Grubbs, 177 yards. A lot of it on that one play. We'll watch that one again. We're going to check also how Bryce Baker did so we can grade out that prediction. First, we're going to watch that run. Wow, that's a super high rating for a play. 84-yard run. Let's look at the defensive alignment. Where they erred was they had almost all their guys on the other side. Grubbs, I honestly thought he was free in the clear here. And then this is really annoying. So Grubbs, he's running. He does his cut. Spain trying to be a good man kind of stops him in his tracks, but he keeps his momentum. And the corners run by him. It's just looks like either a linebacker, somebody on the D line to beat him, and Grubbs he gets all the way to the end zone. Just simply a phenomenal play. We had fewer yards of total offense. We had 253 on the ground with only 160 passing yards. We are kind of even with Bryce Baker being as good as he is, we're still really very much a run-first offense. He had 160 through the air and 31 on the ground. That is going to be graded 324 or less. Complete the prediction. Unfortunately, I think Alexander, you had predicted that he was going to go 325 or more. He did not. If you had bet on Doug Grubbs, get Doug Grubbs on your college football fantasy team. He had a monster day through the air. We're not passing for barely any yards. So Jacaden Ferguson, Robert Spain, they're nothing good's happening. Let's see on the defensive side. This is what I was more expecting. Last game, it felt like we had an abnormally low number of tackles. Sean Payne has 10. Robert Goodwell has 12. Burden has 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. What can you say about the man that has not already been said? J.J. Smith with the interception. No forced fumbles. As we said, we'll be checking on Mike White. Mike White goes 2 for 2, makes all of his extra points this game. He's been cooking. We've won the 2 games that we needed to win. We expected to win. And that one was, again, like we had mentioned at the top, huge for recruiting. You know, you had the 5 stars in attendance to watch that big run at the end of the game. That fired them up. Maybe they want to be a Blazer. We will see. We will see. Weekly advance. Abraham we knew was gone. We bailed on him. Kafka we knew was gone. What I really want to see is, did we lose anybody that we're up to number 14 in the country. That ranking is we're at A+ championship contender. This is going to be tested greatly going into our next few games. Abraham we knew was gone. Kafka we knew was gone. Marquise Murphy we also knew was gone. A lot of these guys are the 4 stars. We want to see what the update is on the 5 stars. We're going to check the schedule first. See if any of these teams have faltered of late. And I would say, what is the opposite of faltered? Thrived. Boise State has picked up 1 loss. Pitt has moved up to number 3 in the country. And, you know, just in case we thought that would be too easy, the next week we have the number 2 team in the country. So the ACC is no joke. First year in ACC conference play. We're playing Pitt. We're playing Miami. We did put Boise State on the schedule ourselves. Don't regret it. We're going to be playing on the blue field. So that'll be an experience. I hope you're prepared to have your retinas burned. But yeah, I would say harder. Need to win one of those top 5 games. We really do. I mean, if we can win this game against Boise State in one of those games, I think we might, emphasis on might, be able to sneak into the college football playoff. Heisman Watch, I swear I had seen Pitt's quarterback in here. Bryce Underwood is the quarterback for Pitt. He is leading the Heisman race. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Okay, chat, we're going to look at recruiting. Set up another prediction. Abraham, again, we knew that we weren't going to get him. We brought him on the week 6 visit, because if you take him off and they haven't done their visit yet, they won't. Tramel Hills, okay. The visit was very good. Lower tier opponent, clear winner. We got 5 little ticks you can see on the lower right half of the screen. And I don't know. Tennessee could catch up, but we are definitely in pole position. We need to just keep up. If we keep winning, our championship contender has moved to A+. These are great grades. There is literally nothing else we can do. Actually, we're going to sort by championship contender conference. Pro potential is kind of killing us here. We have him visiting week 10, which I believe is week 10 this week. I can't remember. I think we just had those. We just had those guys visit on week 8, so that's next week. I'm wondering if it's worth it to try and sway him. To something else while we still have the lead. Because if we can get a better pitch, like something with championship contender, this pitch, if we can get him A+, A-, I mean, there's nothing more we can do. And then, I forget what his actual pitch is. Sunday player, don't worry about going to the pros. Just get to UAB, Marvin, and then Coach Wade will show you the power of our development. You will shake with wonder and awe. Fetu Ali, we're not gaining any ground because I want to sway him too. This pitch is quite bad. This one is quite good. It hasn't worked on Fetu Ali. We still have the lead. I still think it is worth it. Dean Bolin, huge boost. He gets 8 arrows, 8 bars with the complimentaries, with the clear win, and we have now taken a commanding lead on Iowa. We still need to finish the job. I'm a little bit more scared to try it on Dean Bolin. Kafka is gone. Jay Lang, we're getting into position. He likes championship contender and proximity to home. Championship contender, proximity to home. Let's see, we saw the one. There's multiple with it. We'll guess the hard sell. Jay Lang, Juan Roberts, good. Hicks, we're about to be. I mean, we're going to be in a boat race with Oregon for him. But I feel confident in UAB. Ezekiel Okoye, okay, maybe he actually, with that visit, he might not be as out as I thought he was. And we're about to go to Boise State. He's going to see us in person. He won't be able to resist Coach Wade's charms. Oh my. I hate how there's two. It's like it's these two. Sunday player, conference legend, Ezekiel Okoye. I thought we had no chance of getting him, and we have now a small chance. Not a big chance, small one. Marquise Murphy, he's gone. Leonard Goodman, I don't know if we really have a chance. Antonio Johnson, I mean, I see Georgia coming. He's just getting removed from the board. Unless he's... No, he's not on the visit. He's getting removed from the board. Jabari, I weirdly think we have a shot at. We don't know much about him, though. So we're gonna just send the house on Jabari. Fatinikin? DeMar Creech. Proximity to home, conference prestige. I hate having to set this up. I feel like it's not the most scintillating, but it is so important. It is so important. I believe Creech likes that. Casey Jackson, don't know why we still have him here. We have no hours left to spend. I don't know, chat. How do you feel about watching the recruiting? Because I do feel like it's important, but I don't know how entertaining it is to actually watch. Dean Bolin would be a huge get. Who do we have coming week 10? Important. Cool. Week 10. Do we have any linebackers coming that week? Don't think so. Wish we could have better complimentaries. Like seeing the 5 stars and gems sign. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's... I still think it's worthwhile to try and sway Marvin and try and sway Ali, because it'll make it so much easier to sign them. Oh man, I want these 5 stars so bad. The good news is the offensive... we're in the lead on all of them, so I shouldn't be fretting, but it's just, you know, you're always like, I just want these guys to sign, man. Okay, but it's time. Just gonna double check. No Bryce Baker injury or anything like that. Burks and Folk still. We knew that. Nobody knew. Okay. Prediction for this game. Let us see. Let's see. Let's start a prediction. We're gonna make this one pretty much as easy as it comes. Win or lose. Win, lose. How much faith do you have in us to win this game? Win or lose. That is the prediction. We're headed to Boise State, the first of 3 consecutive ranked games, 2 of which are on the road. Their overall is not good, but there certainly has to be a reason they are ranked as high as they are. No, you're not wearing... I feel like them wearing blue on the blue field, that feels not fair. So they're going to wear orange. I don't know if I've actually seen this monstrosity in the game. Although I played a lot last season on Coastal Carolina's field, so I am familiar with playing on gross fields. Huge stakes, ranked games. This is the most important stretch of the season. Gotta lock in. Got to lock in. Can we get a Super Bowl in the chat? Bet the house on a win. Bet the house on a win. All right, well, we will hope to repay that faith. Super Bowl. Third down, take control, keep the drive alive. I hear a horse whinnying, saying, "Hey, what's up? Hello." A little stampede. I don't know how much I love this call. Ferguson should be open. Jacaden Ferguson, touchdown! UAB! First play we hop in, touchdown. Jacaden Ferguson, the senior wide receiver, playing a huge role after Bryce Kane graduates, George Ring enters the draft. Jacaden Ferguson, I mean, crispy route. He just beats his man. And there was no stopping him. Excellent throw from Baker. Off to a fantastic start. Not getting any options to hop in. It looks like we're going to have to see what just happened there. Interception by Sean Payne for 65 yards, and we're on the 8. We are on the 8. What do the blocks look like? All right, I'm fine running it here. Doug Grubbs gets us down to the 3. Halfback to Rex snap. Oh, please. Simply too easy for Doug Grubbs. Huge, huge, huge for Grubbs. The fact that the prediction window is still open, I mean, Alexander, I don't know if you have more. You can bet more on the win. Up 14-0 on the road, ranked game. This is how we wanted to start. We get the ball again. For how many times this season the simulation has, I mean, absolutely destroyed us, I do feel like it's helping us a bit here. We're running it. RPO works. Doug Grubbs picks up the first down. Huge, huge, huge. Red zone alert. And this team is cooking with gas. Coach Wade has the boys ready to go. I kind of actually wanted audible to a zone here. I feel like we might have the bodies to make it work. Down to the 1. Huge, huge, huge. Can we take a 3-touchdown lead? They are stacking the line. Catch us from behind. Tough, tough, tough. Mike White waiting in the wings. We will go to him if we need, because that is a 3-possession lead if we can go up 17. Just can't make a mistake here. Baker leans in with his shoulder, prime Cam Newton, and that's, I mean, 21-0. Huge statement. We get the ball back again. Alexander, a test for me here. The moments have not been, they have not been as bountiful as they have been in this specific game against Boise State. I feel like we're often fighting for, I don't like this play call, wheel spot perhaps, maybe see if we can get to Spain. I feel like the moments are given maybe as a penance for what they took. Excellent play as a, because I mean, the Clemson game, the Florida State game, we couldn't keep up. We couldn't keep up. 3rd and 7. Honestly, didn't realize the situation. We're going to audible. Carmaceo. Spain, depending on the look, I feel like they're not playing man coverage. Spain, if we led him a little bit further, would have been better. Mike White is going to come onto the field for the field goal. Still will be a 3-possession game if we can convert it. Oh, I was going to say, no, that's right down the middle. That's right down the middle. Mike White, he had that shaky start to the season, but he's come on quite strong. 24-0 should be at the half. We're not content, though. We need to pour it on, show the committee this is a team that should be in the playoffs. We had an excellent season last year, but we didn't play anyone. So the committee did not respect us. And lest we forget, not this exact version of the Boise State team, but this Boise State program, they got the nod over us last year. Got absolutely humiliated by Penn State for a spot that should have been ours. And that's a huge play from Doug Grubbs. We're moving the ball. We're in the red zone yet again. And this could be the dagger here. I know it's so early in the third. I can't even say that. What are we talking about? You know, the CPU does things that boggle the imagination in the fourth quarter. Gonna keep the ball on the ground. Got Stoke on this one. Jacaden's going to have to throw a big block for this play to be successful. And middle linebacker just blew that one up. Unfortunate. Looking at Spain, looking at Ferguson, seeing how many they rush. Spain, nobody. And he gets the first, but he is injured. Robert Spain, I mean, we're going to struggle to do anything in the next 2 games without Robert Spain. His wear and tear is severe. He's hurt his foot, it appears. Gonna give it to Stoke. Can't get too much closer than this. As we always do. Let's get a little QB sneak at injuries. I know they've been brutal, but that's how we find their hidden gems. That's how we find the next men up. Touchdown, Bryce Baker. I mean, is 31-0 enough? They suck. They do suck. Maybe it's because we're also battle-hardened from our experiences earlier this season. I don't think it gets much harder than going on the road at Clemson. That place was rocking. I was, in fact, terrified. Boise State, the blue field, not intimidating enough for me. Excellent play by our cornerback. Couldn't tell who that was from that angle. Still have our guys in. Watch underneath. And they convert, but you know what? They can have their touchdown. Maybe I'll regret that. I probably will regret saying that. They can have their touchdown. Who cares? Still 21-point lead with 4 to go. Even, I guess they're still running the ball. Wild to me. Thought almost certainly they would pass to try and conserve some clock. We'll blitz them. We're not really putting up the yardage on offense that I would expect. And now they pass. Okay. I suppose. They keep getting it down to 4th. The defense is making them waste a bunch of time, so it's fine. Importantly, that one recruit that we were directly going toe-to-toe with Boise State on, this is going to... Wow, cooked my user. I was even on him. Did a little double move, cooked me. We'll play this. Give me the onside. Give me the onside. Get down. Get down, get down. Red zone alert. Take advantage and score some points. Should we not just kneel? Mario Cristobal says, no, run it. We'll run it once. I don't know what. They call a timeout, but I think we can just kneel it out. Okay, perfect. And that's your ball game. I mean, it was never in doubt. It was truly never in doubt. The sim gods favored us. Choose outcome, win, complete prediction. Alexander, I hope you're flush with fire tokens now. I hope you're absolutely flush with them. I'm curious. I don't know how quickly they accumulate. How many do you have? See, we're not passing for... How many do you have, Alexander? I can't... I don't know how fast they've accumulated, anything like that. So Baker, I mean, he's just not really throwing for that many yards. 178. 590. 590. Interesting. You can do some fun stuff with that. You could do some very fun stuff with that. Oh no. I've gotten this pop-up to come up. I'm gonna have to refresh this. 590. Cool. Doug Grubbs, 17 for 75. Viljami Ramey, 15 for 65. Bryce Baker, 11 for 17. Did get the 2 touchdowns, though. So he is continuing to score on the ground. Ja'Caden Ferguson, nice day. 5 for 86, including that touchdown on the first play that we hopped in on. Robert Spain has the little injury symbol. I'm praying he is out. It was just the rest of the game. If he is out longer, we are in trouble against our next opponents. Cornell Burden is... I'm running out of words to describe how beautiful this man is. 2 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks. Deshaun Bragg gets 1. Robbie Cobb gets 1. Half a sack for him, 1 sack for Deshaun Bragg. Sean Payne nabs a pick. DeMarcus Brooks forces a fumble. No touchdowns, no safeties. Mike White, let's see. 4 for 4 on his extra points, 1 for 1 on his field goals. Our true freshman kicker is cooking. That's a huge win. I said if we win this one and one of the next 2 against these top-ranked teams, we might be in the playoff conversation. We will see. Let's see where we're ranked. Actually, before I do that, injury report. Oh, thank God. I was bracing myself to see Robert Spain's name on that list, and that was not a reality that I wanted to face. Chat, what are you thinking for a prediction for the next game? Or should we just go straight up win or lose again? Fatu is visiting this week. Hirschberger is as well. Fatu Ali and Martin Hirschberger. We're ranked number 10 in the country. Very, very interesting. And as we've been on this winning streak, our players have, we have auto progression on. Our players have upgraded themselves. We're now an 86 across the board. That was not the case at the start. You check the tail of the tape, the VOD. Dean Bolin, top 3. Tramel Hills, top 3. It's getting down to crunch time on some of these 5 stars. Pittsburgh is, in fact, 8-0. Somehow that means they have dropped the college football playoff top 25. We are number 10. We are number 10. Pitt didn't play. Miami won 27-3 over Duke. Terrifying. If we look at the bracket right now, you can see UAB. If the season ended today, we'd be playing at the Big House in the first round. Sounds terrifying. Sounds positively terrifying. Good to know. Good to know. Sounds terrifying. Chat, what are you envisioning predictions for the next week for this game should be? I don't know if you have any ideas. Alexander, I know you're now flush with cash. Sway doesn't work. Once again, can I spend any coach points to maybe? I'll come up with one. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Can I spend any points? That we don't have the points to increase the sway chance. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting a little frustrated. It says high success chance on some of these sways, and you know, like if I go into, 2 and 1 is high success rate. I guess we only had it on Marvin for 1 week. Trammell Hills, I mean, I think we get him. Fetu Ali, we've been trying at this for so long. Miami is gaining on us. I just think we don't stand a shot without the sway. Likely we still don't stand a shot. We have to win this game too. We've got 2 of our 4 5-stars on visits in week 10. Marvin Hirschberger, Fetu Ali. Just big names. Dean Bolin is getting close, but the wrinkle that I'll admit I did not expect, Iowa has him on a visit next week. We're going to check their schedule after we're kind of done looking through the recruiting and see who Iowa's playing in week 11. Hills, Tennessee is making a push. I wonder if we can close it in time. It's stressful. The 5-stars take, I mean, it's a grind to get them. Worthwhile, I think, but Jeff Hicks moving in the right direction. At this point, the 4-stars, as long as we're targeting them right, I think we kind of expect them to come through. Okay, so we know Conference Legend is Okoye's hard sell. We'll sell him on it. I'm not going to bother to sway. I think we have a good shot. We hurt Boise's championship contender. The conference prestige is worse. They have proximity to home, but we have better other grades. Jabari, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's worth bailing on this. Creech, we're gonna pass Ball State. We're gonna pass Ball State. Jabari, we have enough information. We should be able to get his hard sell. Perhaps not. We'll pitch on this. Alabama boy, stay home. Maybe that's not the right pitch. If that's the case, so be it. Nwangwu has 86 speed. Jabari has 79. Maybe is it better to just double our efforts on Quincy? Seems unlikely we're going to get back into that at this point. I don't really care about anybody but these 5-stars. Maybe that's not the way to approach it, but I am the most invested in getting the #1 recruit in the nation on campus, or getting him to sign, and then I suppose he would go on campus. Getting Trammell Hills here, getting Fetu Ali, and getting Dean Bolin. Fetu and Marvin on campus this week. On campus. Alright, chat. You know what? We're running it back. We're running it back. Simple win or lose. Win or lose prediction. Start it again. We don't care about the stats. We don't care if we win ugly. We don't care if we win beautifully. All we care about is the stats. We know that The Heisman watch is led by Pitt's quarterback, Bryce Underwood. We face him now. We look to shut him down. Alexander, don't forget to redeem some of your fire tokens whenever you see fit for any of those rewards that interest you. But enough yapping, enough stalling. It's time to take on Pitt. Strangely enough, their offense isn't even the scary part. We're playing in the game of the week. I believe this is the first time we've ever played in a game of the week. We're ranked number 10. They're ranked number 4. Massive game. Massive game. You already know. We're going with the All Blacks. It pains me to play the moments. I've decided the only time we're not going to play the moments is the playoffs. If and when we make them. The playoffs. And even then, I don't know if us playing defense is going to be worthwhile. Maybe we'll do offense only. I don't know. I still don't feel like I have defense mastered and against the CPU. I don't know. 200. 200 on win. Intensity is ratcheting up. A top 10 matchup could be a huge, huge win. Pitt did not travel at all, but they did make the playoffs last season. We can't underestimate them, although you could say the same thing about Boise State, and we throttled them. We're going to see what the first moment is. Big third down. Make a stop. The fans have packed the stadium for this one. We're going to call a cover 3. Getting our first look at Bryce Underwood, leading candidate for the Heisman, dual threat quarterback. He takes a shot deep, but he's no match for our safety. They punt it, and they punt it down to the 3. Interesting. We got to get it out of our own end zone. Grubbs gets 4. We're out of the very, very back of the end zone. Meant to call the passing play here, but I don't mind running it down the gut. Third and 5. 3rd and 5. 2 top recruits in attendance. And I pressed the wrong button. It's an interception. Defense needs the help. I mean, it's on me. Meant to throw it to KO. He had the comeback route. Threw the bullet. Unfortunate. Can't stop the run. That Ahmad Rubin just bullies our defense. Gets forward. That's kind of crazy. Goal line defense. I mean, it's not looking great. Burden can't get through. We're on the 1. Or they're on the 1. We're defending back against the wall on the 1. Gonna hold Smith back just in case they try and run across the face of the end zone. Stops him here. The defense always finds a way to just lock in here. Prediction about to end. Do you think we're going to win or lose? And stuffs him. Huge goal line stand. Ahmad Rubin can't get in. DeMarcus Brooks with a huge tackle. Still think they're going to convert this here. The fans are rocking here. And they missed the field goal. Gatorade shower, hydrate. Thank you, Ball Alexander. I haven't been hydrating. Absolutely massive from the defense. Absolutely massive. And then they shanked the kick. Bailing out Bryce Baker. Bailing out me, really. I can't even blame that on Baker. Pressed the wrong button. Was not locked in enough. Look for Ferguson. Perhaps Briggs, depending on if... Oh my god, nearly another pick. Staring down a read. I'm shaken, I'm rattled by the game of the week, Nomer. Try the run. We try the run. There is simply nothing there. I think this is a cover 4. I can't hot route. Reyna catches it. Huge play. Huge play from Reyna. Huge play from Reyna. Oh, man. I was trying to hot route, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted. Ramey gets to the outside. That's 9 yards. Just got to keep those chains moving. Got to keep those chains moving. Keep that positive momentum. Shake off that first quarter interception. Coach Wade calming Bryce down. No need to be nervous when you have the talent. I got pulled into that animation. Still got the first, so don't hate it. Seemed like there was more to be had there, though. I can't really tell what this coverage is. A cover 3, perhaps? And Spain helps out his quarterback, Bryce Baker. Was getting a little under pressure. Spain comes back to the ball. And what could have been a sack turns into a 9-yard gain. Got Ramey on one side. Gonna take Ferguson. I was gonna say we're gonna take Ferguson in the easy play. Jacaden Ferguson, normally of sure hands, drops the ball there. I don't love this. Spain, can he get under it? Oh, that ball is just a little too far. But it's just, this is a weird spot of the field where we kind of have to go for it here. On the 49. Carmaceo takes a hit, holds on to the football. Just keep moving it down the field. We don't have to get it all in one play. Would be nice, but we don't have to get it all in one play. I want to put Grubbs. On a flat. No, I need to learn the combos a little bit better. But we saw Carmaceo. Carmaceo routes him up. We're moving the ball slowly but surely. Bryce Baker slowing the game down. And that was almost another pick. The eyes are not making the multiple reads here. Bryce Baker's got to continue to slow the game down against this top tier opponent. Grubbs just can't. You can't run away from these teams. Ooh. It's the 12th play of the drive. We've converted on some crazy plays. They drop a ton back into coverage. But they forgot about Bryce. 4th and inches. Oh, man. Oh, 4th and inches. Oh. I'm torn. We've shown confidence all game. I'm looking Spain. I'm looking Spain, but Ramey was open. Convert. Call a play. Call a play. We're pausing. All right, Ball Alexander. What play do you want? I'm going to pause it just so you have more time. You can also, we can look through some things, but I don't want the play clock to expire. 38 seconds. And do you have an idea of where you want to go with the play? Or do you want to save it? Look. First quarter comes to an end. Okay. We'll have some time. Do you want me to start and coach suggest? We can look in coach suggest. We can go to pass, run. You'll just have to be fast on the typing. I won't have unlimited time. I'll have about, 20 seconds. Shotgun. Gun. Seeing anything you like here. Oh shit, I just realized we were about to run out of time. I called a timeout. We're gonna do it from Coach Suggest. Scroll up, then middle. You know what? We're gonna do it for the next play. We're gonna do it for the next play. I don't want to. I don't want to. I have to have a better way to figure out how to actually do this. Well, sorry. Get a coach fail on that one. Streamer fail, coach fail. But we do score a touchdown early. We'll get you calling a play the next time we're on offense. What I'm gonna do. Tush push. Yes. What I'm gonna do the next time we get an offensive moment, I'm gonna have it on. Okay. QB sneak when close or on 4th down, tush push. That's your play call. Okay. Defense, hold strong in sim. 3rd down, keep the drive alive. Okay. I gotta look and see if they actually have a tush push variant in the game. Spain, I think, should be free here. And that's why I threw that interception. They just fucked me up with that coverage. Oh boy. 2 interceptions from Bryce that both were, just completely my fault. Completely my fault. And now I'm just completely frazzled. How did Underwood get that off? That was an insane throw. And they're running a hurry up because of course they are. And they get into the end zone. Brutal. 4th quarter, make the stop. Or sorry, 3rd down, make the stop. Got distracted there for a second. Apologies. They're calling plays so quickly, I can't adjust. Getting the ball off so quickly. Defense, yeah, they need the help. Call a man look. You could also call plays on defense, I suppose, but if I were you, I would not call the defensive plays. I don't know what I'm doing on defense. Coach Wade, he only knows a little bit of how to play offense, and that I would say skill's still lacking. Our skill is in developing men. Developing men fit for the UAB Blazers battlefield. Oh my god. Bootleg, pulls it back. Cornell Burden injured. That is... Oh my, that's devastating. Hopefully that is not anything serious because he... Okay, bruised ribs will return soon. That's very good. We would not last. This defense would be nothing without Cornell Burden. 3rd down, top 10 matchup. This is huge. Stop him. Huge play. We have to keep him. We have to keep him in the game. Bird injuries, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, it's always our key star players, too. Maybe it's because we lean on them too much. Missed a field goal earlier in the game, and they miss it again. Oh, my goodness. Pitt is just having themselves a day to forget on the special teams side. A day to forget on the special teams side. 2-minute drill, get some points. All right, Ball Alexander, I want you to be thinking when we get third, when we get fourth down on this drive, if we do, what you want to see called. The big money plays. Oh, Bryce evades the rush, gets out of bounds. That's got to be a late hit. I mean, let's be real now. Got to capitalize. Robert Spain. Perfect. Calling a hurry up. They're going to go weird. I don't know why they had to run to the other sides so that we can try and get off this QB draw. Baker takes a shot. Oh my goodness. Go route. I hear you. Who has the best matchup? Spain. Spain on a go. But it's Reyna that has... Reyna has the step. I thought he had the step. He did not. Third and 1. Let's focus on the conversion before we go further. Go route. We tried the go route there. Carmaceo is free here. There we go. Easy, easy. We wanted the first. We're gonna call the all go here. Spain's the only one with really a good matchup. Gotta call a timeout here. Let's regroup. It wasn't there with Spain. I'm looking for it. I promise you. I'm looking for it. I want a big play as much as anybody. They've got a lot of guys deep though. I mean, they're just leaving acres of space for Bryce. They're leaving acres of space with Bryce. We have to make them pay until they respect his legs. Pause. Two yards. Gotta be quick, gotta be quick. Okay. Oh, what? Third pick of the first half. I mean, we were rolling. We were rolling. I get the pressure ticks up in these late situations, and we're not calming it down. Baker takes a shot. Get it off to Grubbs. Man. Man, oh man. Excuse me, sorry. 1 second. There's some stuff on the ground. I gotta clean that up. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Red zone alert. We're on the 1. I know what that means. We're gonna get your actual play. Is there... If we're on the 1... There's QB sneak. Oh, this is a long run. This is not a short run. A short one. And Baker doesn't get it. I still think it's worth calling again. Although they're really pressing it. Baker gets in! Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, sorry. As you know, gets hot in here. Gets hot in here. Gonna pick up this stuff on the ground. Okay. Apologies that this is happening during this game. But sometimes you simply must take care of it. Red zone alert again. Huge, huge, huge. We're on the 20 this time, so not quite as much of a gimme. But the simulation has been particularly bountiful. I don't love this look. It's a fine look at the run. I should have audibled. Tribe has spoken. That was not a good play call. Simply put, should not have called that. Looking at KO potentially. No, just kidding. Spain, free, wide open. Baker has had... I have had a tough day with Baker. Bryce has made some throws that have not been perfect. But he still has put us in position to go up 2 scores towards the end of this game. We just have to make sure we are reading these linebackers. Carmaceo, touchdown. Carmaceo, huge. Huge touchdown from Carmaceo. Whew. Two touchdown lead. Can the defense hold? We've thrown an interception. I mean, they've already almost given it up. They've nearly given it up. On the 16. This was coming. The sim had been too kind to us of late. This is more like it. An immediate touchdown followed by one more. Just right over the middle. Right over the middle. And it's in a moment after I said that, the sim has decided it is time. Big moment. 3rd and 4. Long field goal. Carmaceo, sure hands, catches the ball. Huge. Red zone alert, take advantage. One play later. And we're going to try something after this moment. We're going to try something that I saw offline so we can watch a little of the game. Jacaden Ferguson gets 6 yards, brings us down to the 1. A little risky. We're calling an RPO here. The fact that Reyna is the one on the RPO. Blocking tight end. I don't know if I trust him. Not the right read. Doug Grubbs is injured too. Okay. Mike White. An important field goal. That was not as far over as I thought it was going to be, but Mike White sneaks it through. They're going for it on 4th down. Think they're going to run the ball. Would be huge to stop them here. Play action. Bryce Underwood goes down. Huge play, of course. Who else would it be but Cornell Burden? Absolutely massive play. And apparently it's field goal time. What I gotta do, I gotta go to more options. We're gonna let some clock wind. We are gonna kick a 46-yard field goal. Maybe should go for it here, but we're gonna let some time drain. Sweaty here. Number 4 Pitt. with Bryce Underwood as a senior now, as their starter, the leading candidate for the Heisman. Oh my God. We don't talk about that. Chat, that didn't happen. I'm selling for content, apparently. I truly don't know what happened there. Mike White, his head was off in Thailand. That was a sell. Yo, can you help me after your game? Hey, Tanner Bradshaw. I don't know what that means. Help with what? Oh, I skipped the moment by accident. Did not mean to do that. All right. Huge drive. I still can't believe how hard I sold that field goal. I'm playing a little too conservatively here. Oh, God. This is insane. Sorry, can't read all that right now. I wanted to take a shot. Tanner, I'm not really understanding the ask here. Sorry, we're locked in at the end of this tight one right now. If they send heat, we've got to be looking KO. And that's a huge sack. Gonna try and punt. Let's get a good punt here. I can't believe, I mean, the pressure is getting to my head here. The special teams has been woefully inadequate today. The game is on the line. Make a big stop here. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We can jump in at any point. We can stop this at any point. Press to exit. As my opponent, his Dynasty is glitched. Possibly. We're looking. Deep throw from Bryce Underwood. This is a painful way to watch this go down. Bryce Underwood, over 10,000 career passing yards. I took it out of my hands. We're watching in the Super Sim mode. I've got a minute to go. Perhaps this is not what we should have done. I didn't trust myself to play defense. We're not calling a timeout for some reason. Oh man, I don't know if I clicked exit, but I think I needed to click it after the last one. And they convert the touchdown. Shit. I mean, I should have hopped in earlier. I know that. Man. Okay. Chat. Thank you for the follow, Tanner Bradshaw. Chat, I mean, is it just all go, all go, all go? I can't believe I should have just hopped in. We didn't call any timeouts. We didn't save any clock. Get closer, call a timeout. We still have 2. 13 seconds left. Again, we have to get a touchdown. Just pulling closer. Just pulling closer. Nah. Give me these clear outs again. Maybe we're getting meaningless points. We've got 1 timeout left. Three seconds. 3 seconds. 40 yards. I mean, we don't have a ton of choice in this. Actually, I do want to know. If we look at our wide receivers, who's got the best contested catch? Catching. I mean, it has to go to Robert Spain. He's a contested specialist. Well, Robert. Oh my God, not even close. That was not even close. Oh my God. Bryce Underwood showed why he is the leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy. My goodness. I don't enjoy that I just let that. I should have hopped in on defense. Played scared there. Don't feel confident in the way we play defense. Unfortunately, Ball Alexander, I will have to mark this as a lose. The prediction is over. If we look at the stats, we had more yards to total offense. Had way more yards on the ground. My God, they had 27 yards rushing, but they cooked us through the air. Cooked us. The 4 interceptions, back to broke. Unfortunate. But you did spend on the hydrate and the play call, which we got to iron out. How to make that work a little bit better. Bryce Baker, that was on me. 4 interceptions. It was just bad read after bad read. Had a ton of maybe meaningless rushing yards towards the end there. Missing ring big time. Yes, indeed we are. I mean, Spain's good, but he's not George Ring. We're missing Bryce Kane too. Bryce Kane was a very important member of the offense. He just I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. DeMarcus Brooks led the team in tackles. Cornell Burden. We got to check his season stats after this. 3 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Not great for the visitors. I mean, it was a close game. It was a good game. It came down to the end. If you're a recruit, you're watching that game. You might not be, the fans aren't amped after that, but you're looking at that and you're saying, if we get in there, because they were defensive linemen, if we get in there following Cornell Burdens, if we had 5 Cornell Burdens, he set the ACC career stats. Okay, well, a couple issues with this. We've only been in the ACC for 1 season, so not sure how that works. If it's just taking his entire career, cool. He has played with UAB. He was a true freshman recruit. Hello, new viewers. Ja'Caden Ferguson has set the UAB career receptions record. He was a transfer. I don't love that they do that. I don't love that they do that. They pull over the stats. I mean, if we go into records, you know, we're looking at. Oh, let's look at UAB. So we can see career receptions 209. We'll go and look, but I don't think Jacaden's all his receptions. I don't believe they've been at UAB. We didn't get a game record. Was it a season record? Bryce Baker set these last year. No, it was like the ACC. It's like the ACC career record for sacks. Who has the UAB career record? Brian Thomas. What is the ACC career record for sacks? It's Burden with 34. So I suppose he's about to get UABs if he can get 2 more sacks. But yeah, he shouldn't have the ACC record. It's kind of what I'm getting at. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Just as Jacaden Ferguson shouldn't have our career receptions record, as he, you know, if we just go in and look at his stats, he picked up 64 receptions at Oregon State, 44 at North Texas. Like, that should not count towards the UAB career stats. But minor issue that I have. We'll see how far we fall in the polls. And that was the easier game, by the way. I know Pitt is tough, but Miami were playing on the road, which adds a whole nother factor. Although playing the Heisman leading quarterback versus playing on the road, don't know which is a bigger factor. Jeff Hicks, top 5. Let's see how that visit. Tanner, I'm not really sure how I would do that, to be honest. Don't play in any online dynasties. We're offline boys here. Miami, number 4. Number 4, Miami. Let's see the conference. I mean, we have almost no shot of a conference championship. It's like looking very unlikely. We're gonna. I think we have to win this game if we want any shot of making the playoff. We have to. I send you my league name and password. All you gotta do is join as Michigan. I might be able to help you out in a little bit. We're probably gonna finish the stream for tonight after we play this Miami game. I've never heard of this bug, ever. I don't know, Ball Alexander. What do you think? Does this sound legit or does this sound like a little phishing attempt? I can't tell. I can't tell. Because I don't do the online Dynasty. I can send you a pic on Insta. See, that makes it sound more like a phishing attempt. So I don't know if I don't. Is that what I want? I don't know. I don't know if that's. Who are you? Who are you in? If this is if this is an online Dynasty, aren't you in it with other folks? I still don't really understand the bug. Your brother. I don't know, Ball Alexander. What do you think about this? Ball Alexander, friend of the chat, long time. He's around quite frequently. I can't really tell. Alright, well, regardless, I'm still trying to deduce if this is legit, but regardless, this is going to be the last. The sway didn't work yet again. This will be the last game of the stream, and then we'll have like kind of the season capper in the as we kind of have been usually doing. We do the final game, and then you know, any of the off-season stuff after. So Tanner, I can figure out if if I can help you out right after we finish this. Trammell Hills getting closer. Fetu Ali. Sway still hasn't worked. I mean, we are losing a lot of ground. The visit barely did anything. Barely did anything. That's tough. We really need these guys. And Pitt is having them on a visit this week. You know, I think we just hard sell what we've got. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Fetu Ali. Fetu Ali will keep it up, I suppose. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is tough. Dean Bolin. It looks like Iowa actually stopped recruiting Dean, but getting this over the finish line is so painful. The bar is moving almost. It's almost not moving each week. You know what? I changed my mind. We're going back to the Sway. I feel like it's so important when we're competing against these really, really big schools on this to get the Sway in. I'm losing it. Jeff Hicks. Jeff Hicks is in his top 5. We know he likes. We know we have what he needs. I'm surprised that our pro potential for wide receiver is a C+, given that we had George Ring drafted, and I believe, did we have more than Ring? I'm looking at our little note. Yeah, Bryce Kane was also drafted in the 4th round. We had 2 wide receivers drafted in the top 4 rounds, and our pro potential is still C+ for a wide receiver. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Okoye, that's not going to happen. Going to take the hours off of him. Throw them on this linebacker. Or maybe not. We'll see. We're not getting Jabari. Will we get DeMar Creech? Oh, that was Louisville, not Ball. I don't know why I thought it was Ball State. How good could Louisville possibly be doing that we have a good hard sell? Maybe we'll get into a recruiting battle and we'll be able to fight our way in. Locked out of Gilliam. Bill McWilliams. I mean, Marcus Hawkinson, I think we could actually get in on. He likes championship contender and proximity to home. I believe there's only one with that one. Hometown hero. And then we have another 50 hours. Let's put them on Cordell. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel decent about Trammell Hills. I don't think Tennessee is gaining massive ground. And Dean Bolin, because Iowa seemingly has pulled their offer and has stopped recruiting him, I feel a little bit better about Dean Bolin. Would be the first 5-star quarterback, first 5-star wide receiver. We only have signed 1 5-star in program history, so the fact that we're in on 5 still kind of blows my mind. I wish these sways would work. We do need receivers bad. Need Hills. We do need Hills. Jeff Hicks, I mean, if we're actually just looking at the stats, Jeff Hicks, the number 8 wide receiver in the entire class, the number 44 overall prospect in the nation, and Hicks, 93 speed, 92 excel. He's that burner that we need. Got good deep route. A little on the smaller side, although Hills is quite small, but he'll be just, kind of a guy that can just route you up. Gonna get some more water. I will be right back, because then we are going to face. We always gotta check the injuries first, just to make sure we're not without anybody that we think we have. Still Burks and Folk, we know about them. Oh boy, it's gonna be at Miami. I have faith. We're going to run a prediction. It may be win or lose yet again. Because this is a massive game. If we win this game, we have a good shot at the playoffs. If we don't, we're not making it. So, those are the stakes. Bale, can you help? Bale, can you help? Tanner, I will see if I can... This is the final game we're going to play. So I'll see if I can help after that. Do want to finish this out. Because I'd have to end the stream. Go through it. Okay, otherwise, this will be on a VOD. Everybody will see it on the recorded. I can do it post-stream, potentially. Can't commit to it on stream. Alright. We're running same prediction, win or lose. Start the prediction, win or lose. 5 minutes, as it has always been. Prediction's up. Prediction is up, win or lose. They are better than us. We won against the Boise State team that was extremely overrated. And we have lost against the Pitt team that was properly rated with their Heisman quarterback who shredded our defense. We're gonna be going white out. It's gonna be a white out. Just check the prediction here. You got 5 minutes to make your predictions. We'll have them in the... No, I don't want them in the greens. That's our color. It's the UAB color. We'll have them in the oranges. Alexander, just a lover of Coach Wade, a lover of UAB. This might be, no hyperbole, the biggest game we've played in the entire Dynasty because it means so much. We've got recruits, multiple 5-stars we're trying to land. And we're in the ACC. It's we're ranked 12. They're ranked 4. I maybe last week, but this one feels even bigger. We've played a lot of hard teams this year. Need this win. Need this win. The Hurricanes and Duck mascot. Don't know his official name. Big third down. Make the stop. If you believe so much, Alexander, you can bet on it. You can bet on it. 3 wide receivers set. Let's get a little cover 3 look. Got Smith as our user defender. And great defense from our safety. They can't connect. They can't. Finally, they don't convert on third down. I feel like big first quarter drive, take the lead. All right, sitting forward in the chair. Our offense in sim, 2 yards on the first drive of the game before we get to hop in. Doug Grubbs back there. He's recovered from his injury. We just don't find. There isn't much of a hole, and we don't find much. 2 yards. We're looking. Ferguson, Jacaden, wide open. Gets the first down. Moving those chains. Gonna go a little read option. Maybe get Baker involved with his legs. Reading that defensive end. Baker loses the football. Loses the football. Bryce, what are you doing, brother? That's not what we're looking for. 3rd and 10, yet again. Oh man, Bryce, we preach holding on to the football. And runs right into our defense. I see the censoring there to make it past the filters. 3rd down, take control, keep the drive alive. 3rd and 5. We have held strong our 2 times we've been asked to take control of the defense, and the defense has been playing fairly competently in sim. Baker tries to run forward. Zamario Woodget is down. He's clutching his chest. Tried to scramble for it with Bryce. And I thought we were going to get the option to play on 4th. We don't. It's unfortunate. We're going to give him a cover 2 look. A little cover 2 contain. User and Goodwell here. It was an RPO, but we don't let them get the first. The defense is holding firm, but the offense is not getting much done. We're kind of just alternating between cover 2 and cover 3 looks, depending on the down and distance. We're going to user Smith here. Oh, and I just can't get back there with the user. We tried to run with one of the routes. Did not work. Unfortunate. Smith in position. And that is overcooked. Bryce Underwood would have made us pay there. But Miami's quarterback does not seem to be quite as accurate. They do get 3. 3rd down and 3. We're tasked with trying to convert this again. We are locked in. Don't love that Briggs is out there. I think we're gonna put Ferguson on a slant. Baker is running. Acres of space. We don't want him to take a big hit. Acres of space. And now we're in the red zone. 1st and goal. Let's see if we can get a little screen action to work. All their bodies are on the left side of the field. Villamy Ramey is back in. I have faith. It takes forever to just get moving, and we get back to the line. Not quite what I had in mind. Carmaceo, I feel like might be free if Stoke pulls that corner up. Carmaceo, the throw is I mean, it's good, but it's not quite there. This is a huge play, 3rd and goal. We want these quick unders. 2-minute timeout here. I liked that play call. We're going to call the quick flat. And it's just, what the f am I doing? No, and an interception by Parker Flavors saves us. Oh my God, the amount of times we've gotten bailed out by the defense after it always happens when I lock onto a read. Truly always happens. Running back can't hang on. I lock onto a read. Throw the pick. I mean, you just can't do that against these teams. Spain. How's the matchup? Please, Spain, if you can win. Spain. Robert Spain, touchdown. he warps through. He is in some sort of shadow dimension right now. In some shadow dimension, warps through the barrier at the end of the end zone after making that big catch. They sent the house on that blitz. And once I saw there was like 3 guys. We'll maybe look at that one later. Once I saw 3 guys on the left side all crash in, and I saw Spain had a step, you know, what's that meme? Spain's got to be up there somewhere. All right, we've been playing a lot of cover 3. Coach suggests it also appears that it likes the cover 3. I don't like that though. They're gonna get a field goal. They're gonna get a field goal. Moments give, the moments take. The moments gifted us another chance at the touchdown, so that we could go into the half with. And it's a lead, a slim one, but it is a lead. Defense needs the help again. 3rd and 5, 3 wide receiver set. We're gonna get a little aggressive. Call a blitz here. We're watching this slot wide receiver. They do call a run, but we stuff them. Huge play. Huge play. The defense has played phenomenally. Unfortunately, Miami's defense has also played phenomenally. That is the unfortunate reality. Big 3rd down, make a stop. That's all the defense has been doing the entire day. As you can see, we have 134 yards in total offense. We switched. We have somebody covering the flat. And it's an interception! Parker Flavors. And Parker, you got to stay in the end zone there, buddy. That was just a horrible decision by Miami's quarterback. But Parker Flavors, that was Tanner Bradshaw. Okay, Tanner, what play do you want to call? We're going to have to wait to see the next moment. Do you want to call a defensive play? I'm going to wait here until you respond. Do you want to call a defensive play? No, offense. Okay. All right, defense needs your help. Let's get tough and keep him from the end zone. Yeah, I wouldn't want to call a defensive play either, to be honest with you. Even as the one streaming, I still... Defensive plays? Trying to get better, though. I feel like they may be running here. Play action. Quarterback gets out. He's just... Miami's quarterback has been airmailing it all day. Tanner, if you know what kind of play you want, or where you... Because we're not going to have a lot of time. I can for sure pause it next time we get the ball on offense. But maybe have an idea of what you're interested in, what you're looking for. Next time we get on offense, be ready. 3rd down, take control, keep the drive alive. I'm going to click play moment just so we can see the situation. And then maybe you have an idea of what you want to call. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. We're at the 21. Down 5. About 8 minutes to go in the 4th. Do you have an idea of what you might want to call? Big play. Big play. We're putting in the chat this biggest game of the season. So Tanner, if you have an idea of what you would like to call, let me know. Do that RPO with the run up the middle and tight end flat. Okay. Concepts, play type RPO. I believe it's this one. Run up the middle, tight end flat. Yep. All right, reading that defensive end. Excellent play call. Excellent play call. Tanner, that's just beautiful. Can we get a Super Bowl in the chat? Chat knows. Smiling Wade. Whatever. That was excellent. Great play call. I mean, chat is coming in clutch to get us a massive. Tanner redeemed another call play. Okay, well you saw the play call. We're not calling the timeout here. We're not going to waste the timeout, but have in mind what you want for your next play. Running this. We had some of the blocking. That was not a good call. Punt, JK. I'm gonna veto that one. No punt, but if you do have a play call in mind, 2nd and goal from the 11, happy to hear it. Pausing it again so that play clock doesn't tick down. But Tanner, happy to QB blast. I like where your head's at. Plates. No. QB blast. We do have one of the best in the business. Please, please. Fiend is blasting in the speakers. Seven-yard line. I don't know if it's 4-down territory. It may be. I don't like any of these audibles. I hate this play call. But we're somewhat locked in now. But we're not locked in to doing anything but running with Bryce Baker. He gets in the play after the QB blast. They forget about the quarterback. Scrambles for the touchdown. We take the late lead. And we're going to, we always play the moments. We're going to make the exception here. We're going to go for 2, and I don't want the computer to do it. We're going to go for 2 because being up 1, being up 2, more options. We're going to, honestly, 5:42, we're playing the full rest of the game. I'm not afraid to play defense. We're going to play the full rest of the game. Chat, if you have, hold on to your seatbelts. Give me Spain on the speed out. Wide open, audible king, speed out with Spain, simply can't miss. We're up 3, huge. Speed out with Robert Spain. That play has worked multiple times for us. We don't usually play more than the moments, but this is simply too important. We have to hop in. It's the last game of the night. We have to see this one out. We can't be afraid to play defense. They've got a 4 wide receiver set. If they've got a 4 wide receiver set, I want to play cover 4. Although Duzabel dropping into coverage, I don't love this. Screen is blown up. Screen is blown up. Now we'll drop into a cover 2. Cover those flats. Alba. Watch the slot. Watch this side of the field. Oscar Crescelius has not had his best day. We'll get some simulated pressure here. I don't love this. I don't love Alba there. I don't know what this play call is. Stop them. They are moving down the field. I couldn't forgive myself after last week when we just watched Pitt and Bryce Underwood convert a 66-yard play. If we're gonna fail, we want it to be on our own shoulders. They are moving down the field. We have to find some way to get some pressure. We have to find some way to get some pressure. This could be blown up for a big play, potentially. Because we are having our RPO. They pass it. Quick pass. Come on, come on. 2 tight ends set. We call a little man coverage look. We're going to play Smith. He's covering the running back. Oh, and that's a creative little play call. Doesn't go anywhere, though. They lose a yard. Why are you calling... They're playing a trips set. We'll call cover 3. But let's cover underneath just in case they're going with a little screen game. Shouldn't have done that. Still don't know what I'm doing on defense. Still don't know what I'm doing on defense, and it's killing us. It's killing us. The pressure is also not getting home against this offensive line. They're having all day to throw. They hand it off there and lose 5 yards. Robbie Cobb with a huge play. Do they just take it down to the 2-minute warning? They do not. Their running back is blind apparently. Tanner Bradshaw redeemed Bono's call play. Tanner, I assume are you redeeming that for defense? Are you redeeming that for defense, or are you redeeming that for offense? Defense, okay. What do you got for me? 3rd and 11. Huge play. What do you got? What is in the mind of the great Tanner? How do we stop this offense from converting and force them to... At this field goal, if they don't convert and we can potentially force an incompletion or even better a sack, 52-yard field goal, not a gimme. Not a gimme at all. Cover 3 zone. Okay. I like it. We've been playing a lot of cover 3. Any particular one you like match coverage, you're going to have to be quick. Cover 3. Okay. I believe I picked the right one. Apologies on that one. And it's intercepted! It's intercepted! Oh my... Tanner... Bow down. Bow down. Coach Wade sends his love, sends his respect. The play call leads to the interception. I mean... Tanner Bradshaw has had some crazy calls. The tribe has spoken indeed, Alexander. My word. My word. Job's not finished. Job is not finished. Keep moving it forward. We need to convert here. Need to convert. You know what? I liked this not on the right side. This is to the wrong side of the field. There we go. I liked this call so much from Tanner earlier in this game that we're going to do it again. Reyna doesn't have the speed, but gets us down. Gets us down with 3 yards to go. I love Ramey here. But you know who I love more? Bryce Baker, get down. Get down, buddy. That might be enough. That might be enough. I see QB Neal coming up. The clock runs out. We win 15-12. Much love to the chat. Much love to the chat. Hearts to the chat. Hearts to the chat. Oh my goodness. Tanner Bradshaw. Just some excellent calls. Talk about redeeming your fire tokens for something valuable for the stream. I don't know if we win this game without some of those calls. Just gonna keep it a $1.50. Just gonna keep it a $1.50. We found a way to win probably the biggest game in the program history to date. Huge. I don't know. I don't have any adjectives left. That was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We'll look at some of the stats. We'll watch some of those plays back. Did not have a good offensive day, but the defense was stifling. I don't believe Miami did not score a single touchdown. Miami didn't score a single touchdown. That's phenomenal. The defense, somehow Miami turned it over more than even we did. 3 interceptions, fumble lost. They dominated us time of possession, but all that matters at the end of the day, win ugly, win sexy. All that matters is the W's. Bryce Baker, not a great day. Not a great day. I don't even know why we're really looking at the offensive stats. Nobody had a... Although, DJ Reyna, 5 for 62. Jacaden Ferguson, 3 for 54. We just didn't have a good day. But defensively, 10 tackles for DeMarcus Brooks, 10 tackles for Sean Payne. I see 4 tackles for loss for Cornell Burden. Picked up a sack. Robbie Cobb with 2 and a sack. Nicholas Duzable, 2 tackles for a loss. George Sims got 1. Jaquez Alba, Sean Payne gets a TFL. Parker Flavors with 2 interceptions. And of course, the key interception to end the game, Kyle Blade. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. DeMarcus Brooks, 2 fumble recoveries as well. We're going to look at some of the highlights. I'm shocked that the Kyle Blade interception only has a... If we're looking from this side of the ball. Quarterback's looking back. I mean, I guess he sees that there's something a little open there. But Blade just jumps in front. Blade just jumps in front. The route is taking him towards Blade, and Blade was just kind of sitting in that zone waiting. Let's... And this is of course the play that wins us the game. Bryce Baker. I mean, it's hard to tell because of this blur. But I mean, I don't like. I guess I should have thrown to Jacaden Ferguson. He sits in that zone. He's wide open. But at that point, I mean, all I see in front of us is green grass. No one was gonna stop us. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's going to be a huge win. I do think. Cam Newton. Cam Newton, indeed. We're going to need a Bryce Baker emote. Sooner or later. I can't actually help you with your Dynasty. Let me wrap up. We're going to advance the week. See what our ranking is. See if we sign any recruits. Tanner Bradshaw, you've more than earned. Can you send me a whisper on Twitch, Tanner? Does it allow you to do that? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Can you click on my... Actually, let me. I'll post a little emote in the chat. Tribe has spoken. You can click on my name. If it doesn't work, and then it should pop up. It just says whisper. Let me know if it doesn't. Looks like surely that can't be the case. We moved up 2 spots for beating Miami on the road. Crazy. Got locked out of a ton of guys. It says you've blocked it from strangers. Makes sense. Here, I'll whisper you. Yep. Okay, so let me know if you got that. If you did, then we'll wrap this up and I'll help you out. You did. Okay, perfect. I'll wrap this up. I don't want all the stuff with any of your passwords or anything popping up on stream, because all this gets saved to video on demand post stream. Just gonna check out Trammell Hills I mean, I'm peering in very close. I think he commits next week. Hirschberger, we're gonna lose to Pitt. Sway still didn't work. What a waste of hours. What a waste of time. Fetu Ali. Sway just hasn't worked. Has not worked. We're gonna get a 5-star quarterback and a 5-star wide receiver. So I can't be too mad. But defensively is really where we need, and we were leading for these guys for so long, but we couldn't sway them. And that's killer. We'll come back to, and off stream I'll probably mess around with some of this stuff, fix it up. Guess this hard sell right. We actually might have Jeff Hicks visit next week, just so maybe we can get the edge on Oregon. That stinks. Recruiting has not been going well. Recruiting I thought it was going better than it actually was. Has not, in reality, been going very well. We've won a couple battles. I suppose we'll get 2 5-stars, but we're going to need to hit the portal super hard. We did not meet a lot of needs. Check one more thing. Sign off for the night, because I mean, we look at the bracket. We're in. If the season ends today, we are in. Would be playing at LSU for a chance at a rematch in Bryce Underwood. That sounds fun. That sounds quite fun. We're 4-3. We're not playing for the conference championship though, so we're gonna have to be an at-large. But truthfully, there's not a lot of opportunities. Famous last words. There's not a lot of opportunities. In fact, there's only one opportunity to slip up, win out. I mean, there's one game left, and it's against Virginia Tech, 7-4. So maybe put a little respect on them. But you know, they're not ranked. We just played our hardest stretch, and like Ball Alexander, like you said at the beginning, we won 2 out of 3. So yeah. Kind of crazy. Pitts hasn't lost a game. SMU we just beat, of course. And they dropped to only 8. I think we should be ahead of them, but that's just me. Anyway, that will just about do it for the stream. I'm going to help out Tanner Bradshaw, who helped us out immensely in the stream. This is a horrible touchdown to interception ratio, by the way. Although he does get it done with his legs. Bryce has another 15 touchdowns with his legs. I take back what I said. 15 touchdowns with his legs to go along. 28-11 is a lot better. Because Bryce, I mean, he's got 616 yards, but 15 touchdowns is crazy. Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts. We don't really have big receiving numbers, I'll tell you that. Cornell Burden's up to 23 tackles for loss and 14.5 sacks with 1 game to go, and then potentially the playoffs. He's a freak of nature. But that'll do it for this episode of the Dragonslayer Dynasty. Thank you so much. This was a great, super fun stream. Tanner, I'll whisper you and try and help you figure it out. I appreciate all the help that you've given us, man. So least I can do is repay the favor.